Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 7 of the finale tournament of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. As these games go on, I know I keep saying it, but you really don't think about how many games are involved in a tournament when you plan a tournament. This game is going through a 2 to 3 month finale. So far, we have 6 guaranteed semifinalists. Tonight, we will get at least one more. We're doing 9 first round games. That means 9 people are moving on to the semifinals, as well as up to 7 of the highest scoring non-winners. If you missed last episode, that was probably the most competitive episode thus far, and probably the only episode to feature all 3 of those people moving on. I think tonight we can do that again, judging by this group of people. Tonight on the show, forget where I am. You ever feel like you start talking and just hope that there's a sentence at the end of it?
Yeah.
Anyway, if you haven't been watching the tournament, you should catch up on that. Like I said, 6 episodes so far, as well as over 200 episodes of this show that you can go back and watch. If you're new to this, I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoy it. Briefly, my friends tonight are going to be guessing movies based on terrible parental warnings that I pulled from IMDb. Like I said, everybody's working towards the finale. 4 games in the finale. Those 4 people, 4 winners, will move on to the finale. I'm just talking. We'll move on to the finale for a chance to win $100. I've got my energy up now. We're doing this. We got to. Hello and welcome to another episode of. I wish I wasn't doing this live sometimes. You would think after over 200 episodes of this, I would know what I'm doing. And every episode, it's like I have forgotten everything about this show. Let's bring in my guests to save me from talking to myself any longer. We've got some people on here who haven't been on in way too long. Let's start with somebody who has been on a total of 11 games, 3 wins, 36 total points over those 11 games. He hasn't been on in almost 100 episodes. I'm so glad he's back. Doug Fitzgerald, welcome back to the show.
Hi guys. The rumors about my demise have been greatly exaggerated. I am 45. I am 45 years old. I'm old and going through it. How you doing, Nick? You look tired.
Oh, I'm doing great. No, everything is perfect. Doug, I'm so happy to have you back on. There is somebody on here who hasn't been on in over 100 episodes.
What?
11 games, 6 wins. Like I said, Doug's been on 11 games, 36 total points. Our next guest has been on 11 games, 157 total points. Mike Giordano, welcome back to the show.
Hey, it's good to be back. I wasn't sure if that was me or not, but yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good to be here. I've been busy.
That's good. It turns out people 4 years into a pandemic have lost the time they used to have for these online shows.
Yeah,
It's like we're
yeah.
not all stuck at home anymore.
I've seen the outside. I've breathed air. Uh, I've gotten the sun on my skin, and I'm suffering from a vitamin D overload now. So I'm back.
Don't
So good
whatever
to
you
have you
do.
back here.
Whatever you do, don't touch grass. It's a lie.
Oh no, yeah, I've gotten rashes from it, so I'm good.
Also returning to the show, one of my favorites, an absolute powerhouse of a player, 27 games, 13 wins, 338 total points. Conor Shanahan, welcome back to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's great to be back. Hello, everyone.
It's great to
There it
have you back. This See how weird it feels when you like I'm not saying everybody should be talking right now, but doesn't it feel weird when nobody responds vocally?
Mm. I love that intro though. I got to tell you, I don't know. You just said how many games I've done. I don't remember, but my favorite one you've ever done, tonight's. That was just beautiful, man. It was good.
And finally, to round out this group of super competitors, I am so excited for. He has been on 5 games. He has hosted 1 game. And tonight, he might get his first win. He wouldn't be the first to do it in this tournament. With a total of 7 points in 5 games, Matt Shore, welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's been a little while, but I'm excited to be back. I too have been very busy, not watching movies. I just have been, being really cool, skateboarding, kissing, doing stuff like that. But happy to, take a little break from that to be here tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited to finally stop this show and get back to skateboarding and kissing.
I've heard of this kissing. Sounds interesting.
Kissing the pavement, or
I would never kiss
That's
the
how I
pavement, not after it's what it's done to me.
It knows.
I'm so happy to have all of you on tonight. This is going to be a lot of fun. As I've been explaining through this tournament, there are no themes for these episodes. As we try to go through the remaining movies I have left, as well as some movies we've only played once a while ago. But what I will do is, at the beginning of every round, I will give you at least 3 themes these movies could have fit in, and you have a shot at 5 points if you want to take a pre-guess at that point. So just keep that in mind. And with all of that being said, let's jump into the game. To do that, we're going to go alphabetically, which means, Connor, I'm going to go to you first.
Okay.
Should we start off tonight with a movie from 1953, 2002, or 2014?
2002.
2002. All right. First movie of the night from 2002. It is based on a book. It features at least one musician in the cast. And on Rotten Tomatoes, critics and audiences disagree. One gives this movie a fresh rating, the other gives it a rotten rating. I'm not saying any of these will be helpful to you, but it might be helpful to Connor, I guess. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
It's not Cold Mountain, but that's my guess.
It is not Cold Mountain.
All right.
All right, let's get into this. For 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a school play is set in a 1920s speakeasy. There are lines mentioning alcohol as well as liquor bottles being used as props. Okay, for 4 points under violence and gore, a teenage boy jumps from a very high height into a lake as a form of hazing. When he resurfaces, he is not moving and is eventually dragged out of the water. He is conscious but bleeding. The character is later found out to be hospitalized. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, Landon is very moody and gets into a lot of verbal and physical arguments. Some of them can be upsetting to sensitive viewers. He also doesn't want to have anything to do with his father, and he is shown shunning him. There's an emotional apology later, which can make people cry.
Days of Our Lives crap is
I really
this.
feel like I should know this.
I feel like I feel embarrassed for not knowing this movie. I feel like
For 2 points under profanity, note, with Jamie being the preacher's daughter, there are several religious names used, both as exclamations and in proper context.
I hate you for this.
Mike, what do you think this movie is?
I already think it's wrong, but Saved?
This is not Saved. Not a bad guess, though. All right, last clue for 1 point under violence and gore. Jamie reveals she has leukemia, and she passes out in one scene. We see her in the hospital hooked up to IVs and an oxygen tank. She looks frail afterwards and is revealed that she passes in the end, although we do not see the actual death.
The movie. I know it, but I don't know the name.
Based on a book, musician in the cast, critics and audiences aren't in agreement about if this is a good movie. All right. Well, I guess we got to call it. The star of this movie is Mandy Moore. Critics give it a 29%. Audiences give it a 78%. This is A Walk to Remember.
Oh. That would explain why I didn't know anything from it.
Yeah, we got the right group of people for A Walk to Remember. I'm sure you all loved it when it came out.
All that,
I don't watch movies by walking.
Here's
so
where
much
my-
action.
I was about to ask who the musician was in the movie after you said that. So I'm going to do well tonight, let me tell you.
I mean,
We're off to a great start.
in fairness, I feel like most people don't think of Mandy Moore as a musician anymore. But at the time, like, it was weird that she was starring in a serious movie.
It was also who I was thinking of because she's in Saved.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
true. I didn't even
Yes,
make that
good point.
connection.
She isn't saved.
All right. Well, I'm so happy to say this. Right now, we got a tie in first place. Doug and Matt both at 0 points. Connor and Mike both at -1.
Oh, yeah.
You know, see, kids, just don't try. Just don't try, and you'll skate through.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, Doug, would you like a movie from 1982, 1993, or 2019?
1982 was my formative. No, 1993.
1993.
I was a teenager with long hair.
All right, from 1993, this movie has at least 2 sequels. Its title is a full sentence, and it was nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss.
It has 2 sequels? Or
It has at least 2 sequels.
Jeez.
Oh,
Best
fuck.
Kiss.
No, that's going down.
No?
1993?
Okay. 1993.
Cold Mountain wasn't in 93. No.
All right, yep. Okay, for 5 points under
Okay.
violence and gore, an angry young boy kicks a trash can repeatedly.
Boy.
It's a great clue.
For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a preteen boy smokes a cigarette briefly.
That is a bad message to send to children.
Can you possibly read the first clue one more time briefly? Sorry about that.
A
Yeah.
young boy kicks a trash can repeatedly.
Oh, was there one about a sentence? The
Oh,
title-
the themes. This
oh,
the title's a full sentence. It has at least 2 sequels, and it was nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss.
okay.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a kid wrestles with police officers who shove him to the ground in a thunderstorm.
I'm just doing the calculus in my head. Why is this done?
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Free Willy?
Connor,
might
this
be it.
movie is Free Willy.
Oh, there was a lot of kid violence.
Oh my god!
I'm thinking,
Nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss between the child and the whale.
That is so fucked up.
Oh,
I'm sitting here thinking, what psycho child movie? I'm like, The Good
Yeah.
Son with Macaulay Culkin.
That was my first thought. I was also
No.
trying to figure out if you thought that Boys in the Hood was a complete sentence. I was like,
That's where I came up with Free Willy. Boom, it's a direct Free Willy.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck.
Other clues.
That was a good one.
Other clues, violence and gore. Many kids are seen foolishly knocking on an animal's tank until the upset animal slams against it and scares them off, creating a small hole in the glass. And violence and gore, a kid slips and falls into a whale's holding pool, unconscious, but the whale saves him.
In reality, he would have eaten him, or at least broken his neck.
He would have used him as a beach ball, tossed him around.
Yeah, did you know this movie has 3 sequels?
Yes.
The last
3 of
one
them.
stars Steve Irwin's daughter.
You know, Bindi needs the money.
I love that you know her name.
She was on Dancing with the Stars, if you remember correctly.
Oh, we should be
Watch
doing a
it.
Dancing with the Stars
Wow.
episode instead.
Yes.
He was also on The Crocodile Hunter quite a lot.
Yes, she was on the Crocodile Experiment. So
She was always messing up her lines then, though. It's fucking terrible.
so bad. She couldn't stick to her marks. Oh.
Connor's at 2 points. Doug and Matt both at 0. Mike at -1. Matt, it's your time to shine. Would you like a movie from 1984, 2008, or 2022?
Let's go current. Let's do 2022.
There we go. This is gonna be good.
Okay. 2022. This movie has over 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's rated PG. It's a sequel. It's got at least one non-human protagonist. And it features somebody who either won or was nominated for an acting Oscar in 2024. Giving you a whole bunch in that one.
This-
So just to be clear, because I'm so sleep deprived, so it's only one of those is the
No, all of these. All of these fit.
Sorry, I'm back.
All right. Connor, did you have a guess on that? You got your hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's still up from when I lost my mind. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Wow.
All right. For 5 points under sex and nudity, a reference to having dingleberries. The governor is pantsed. His underwear is seen.
Hey, I haven't watched enough movies.
For 4 points under violence and gore, there are numerous deaths of lesser characters throughout the movie. Though gruesome, they are comedic in nature. Doug, what do you think this movie is?
Is it the Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
I mean, decent guess. It is not the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Yeah, Mike, I'll let you guess.
It's Werewolf Among Us?
It is not Werewolf Among Us either.
I don't even know if that was the right title.
All right. For 3 points under
that's not a
frightening and
sequel.
intense scenes, some mature themes, including loss of life expectancy and retirement. The wolf is very frightening and creepy and will definitely scare younger audiences. Though depicted comedically, the villainous Jack Horner's extreme ruthlessness and glib disregard for human life may be disturbing to some audiences. Matt has a guess, and I think Doug also has a guess.
Yep.
Doug, what do you think this movie is?
Puss in Boots?
Matt, what do you think this movie is?
Oh, I couldn't think of the name.
Is this Hotel Transylvania like 3 or 4?
It is not Hotel Transylvania 3 or 4.
Darn.
I'm going to do this. Doug, do you know the subtitle of Puss in Boots? If you don't, I'm going to let somebody else take a guess to steal it from you.
Last Life of Puss in Boots. Is that
Does
it?
anybody know
I
the full
watched
title?
I saw the movie too.
Okay, Doug
Puss
gets
in
to
Boots,
keep
Finger
that
and
point.
Puss. Oh,
Yay!
This is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
The Last Wish. I'm like, it's Last Something. I know Death was in it. He looked kind of cool.
Puss in Boots, The Last Supper.
You'll never look at Jesus Christ the same way again, especially in that dance number.
Other clues in this: alcohol, drugs, and smoking, none, but the main character drinks cream in a bar and requests the, quote, heaviest cream they have. No alcohol, but the very mild implied reference is there. And frightening and intense scenes, this is easily one of DreamWorks Animation's darkest films so far, and also the darkest film in the Shrek franchise by a wide margin. Connor and Doug both at 2. Matt at -1. Mike at -2.
I'm creeping on up.
Mike, would you like a movie from 1931, 1992, or 2015?
92.
92.
I was in kindergarten.
I was in junior year of high school. God help me.
Why isn't this movie popping up? I know it's on here. Oh no.
If we find it,
I might have to skip this
Points?
movie.
Oh,
A scandal.
All right.
the clown
what
that
can I
cried?
do here?
Happiness.
I'm going to replace that one with a movie from 1998 and give you the same choices. 31,
we'll stay in the
98,
90s.
or 25.
Yeah, we'll go with 98.
Okay, 98. This movie is a remake. It has at least one musician in the cast. We're getting all of them. And it has under 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
I feel like I should already know this. Oh, no. I don't think that's a remake.
Okay, for 5 points under violence and gore, 2 men struggle across a room until one knocks the other unconscious by hitting him over the head with a golf club. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, both murder scenes described above are quite frightening and are accompanied by suspenseful/intense music. For 3 points under violence and gore, a man's face briefly appears with a skeleton trim as the camera fades away from him. Connor has a guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Connor?
I don't think it's this year, but Psycho?
This movie has a 4.6 on IMDb. It is Gus Van Sant's Psycho remake.
Wow.
Who's the musician?
The musician.
Got in the goddamn dark.
Red Hot Chili Peppers' own Flea is in
Flea.
this movie.
Ah,
Yep.
of course.
Yep. Flea was it.
That's what Hitchcock
We
was
all know this. We all love this movie.
It's the movie where the remake just added masturbation as the only the only
Yeah,
thing.
100%.
Which is funny because the whole movie is just Gus Van Sant masturbating. That would have been, I think, a little bit. It wouldn't have been great, but it would have been a little bit better if I didn't stumble through the first 5 words of that joke. Also in this movie, frightening and intense scenes. The scene in which a woman unexpectedly finds another woman's decaying corpse will most likely frighten some people. And violence and gore, a woman is stabbed repeatedly in various areas with a kitchen knife while showering. We don't see the knife penetrating her skin, but we do see a lot of blood running down the drain and on the wall. The woman then falls face first out of the shower, revealing bloody gashes on her back. Fun.
Fun for the whole family.
That means that Connor's now at 5, Doug at 2, Matt at -1, Mike at -2. We are back up to Connor.
Okay.
Connor, would you like a movie from 1982, 1987, or 2017?
Let's split the difference and do 87.
87. I can't believe we're going to do this again, but this movie from 1987. Oh, we're not going to do that. I'm looking at it. I'm doing great. Stop worrying about me. 1987. This is a sequel. It has a body part in the title, and it is under 5 out of 10 on IMDb. It's another bad movie.
The sequel that has a body part.
Arm 2.
That's a hell of a title.
5 points under sex and nudity. In one scene, a woman and her husband are in their bedroom, and the woman, who is in the bed, launches her underwear at him like a slingshot. Presumably they had sex. No nudity.
1987?
1987.
Okay.
For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, several scenes are supposed to be frightening, but most of the time the film is so bad and the creature looks so fake, it's unintentionally funny.
That you just described all of the 80s. Like all of it. It's a sequel?
It's a sequel. I'm so happy about this next clip. For 3 points under violence and gore, a man's arm is bitten off at the start before he is repeatedly attacked further.
Arm 2.
Arm 2, Army of Darkness.
Body
For
part
2
is in the
points
kitchen.
under violence and gore. A few people are eaten, and these scenes are bloody. However, the film has the lowest body count in the series. Doug has a guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Doug?
Jaws 2.
It is
Jaws
not
Revenge?
Jaws 2.
Oh.
Last clue for 1 point under violence and gore. Several shark attacks show graphic blood and gore, but most of it looks fake. Is Doug the only one who wants to guess at this?
I'm scared.
We're still
You're
going with
scared to go back
1987?
into the water of this.
Okay, Jaws 3.
This movie is Jaws the Revenge, Jaws 4.
Oh!
I don't know why I was stuck on 2.
I was just going to keep going up. Actually, I would have gotten there.
Jaws, the squeakquel.
It's got a 3 out of 10 on IMDb.
I watched that in the movie theater. It was
The quote that comes up every time is Michael Caine is in this movie. And at one point They asked him, "Have you ever seen that movie?" He said, "No, I haven't seen the movie, but I have seen I have seen the boat it bought, and it's beautiful."
Awesome.
Also, I
I'm
want to
just
share
noticing
this.
Connor's poster.
Oh yeah, right behind you, Connor. I want to share this too. Apparently, one of the themes I did a little while back was movies that Roger Ebert hated. He has a book called "I Hated This Movie." This is one of these movies. And I've got a quote from his review. "I believe that the shark wants revenge against Mrs. Brody. I do. I really do believe it. After all, her husband was one of the men who hunted the shark and killed it, blowing it to bits. And what shark wouldn't want revenge against the survivors of the men who killed it?" Connor's at 5, Doug at 0, Matt at -1, Mike at -2.
Still in second with 0. Hero to hero.
Doug, would you like a movie from 1981, 1994, or 2013?
I'm gonna go. You said 94.
94.
Let's go 94.
All right. Keep getting these middle movies out of here. This movie from 1994 is rated PG. It's got under 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it features a Sex and the City actress.
It's 94, right?
94.
It's not the movie I'm thinking right now.
I'm gonna take a step.
Connor has a guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Connor?
It's not, but I'm taking a stab. Color of Night with Bruce Willis and Sarah Jessica Parker.
That is a hell of a stab. It is not Color of Night.
All right. That's closer to, I think, the 80s anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's what's wrong about that guess.
Oh,
Mike, what do you think?
Is it Hocus Pocus?
It is also not Hocus Pocus.
I think that's around the same period. But,
For 5 points under frightening and intense themes, the criminals enter one perilous situation after another.
I feel like that gives it away. Not ready to guess yet.
Okay. For 4 points under violence and gore, most of the violence is on the same level as Home Alone. Mike has a guess. Anybody else?
I don't remember what all the things are. I'm really out of it, but I'm going to take a step.
All right. Connor, what do you think?
101 Dalmatians.
Mike, what do you think?
Baby's Day Out.
It is not 101 Dalmatians. Also written by John, what's-his-face, and starring Cynthia Nixon. This is Baby's Day Out.
Yeah!
oh!
What the fuck is his name? Why is that gone from my head?
Wow.
Hughes, John
Baby's
Hughes.
Day Out.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice, Paul.
I couldn't remember if a Sex and the City person was in it, but the first clue I felt like gave it away.
When you said Sex and the City, Sarah Jessica Parker, my first thought went to Midsummer Night's Dream, but that was in the 2000s.
Again, Sarah Jessica Parker, not in this movie.
Also, why I probably guessed wrong.
It's just a Central Park horse.
Also in this movie, violence and gore, a man's hand is smashed by a gorilla. He screams in agony and pain.
It could distinguish. Good.
Yeah, how do you scream in one but not the other? Now I
Get your
Matt,
hands gorilla. You'll
Go,
find out.
I mean,
Matt,
you got to
can we get
see
that
the
sample?
actors in this movie. They'll show you how you can differentiate between screams of agony and screams of pain.
Only
Joe
John Hughes
Mantegna,
Joe Mantegna,
Joe Pantoliano.
Joe Pantoliano, and Biff. What's his name?
No, it's
it's
not
not
even
Biff?
Biff. It's like the guy from Little Giants or something. He's not
I
even.
thought for sure it was him.
He does, like,
not.
He looks similar. He's like not in anything else, I don't think.
Sex and nudity. Exasperated with the infant in the movie, one male character claims he'll never have children, and in response, another refers to his genitalia as a tree in the forest.
I kind of want more explanation on that.
Slapstick violence is a big part of this movie, and a lot of it takes place below the belt. The baby not only burns the bad guy's groin, but the baby also puts his hands on the bad guy's crotch and twists it. In another scene, the baby kicks one of the bad guys in the groin.
The things studios will go through for a tax write-off. Wow.
Yeah, in the 90s, in a family movie, a baby grabs an adult man's penis and twists it.
Well, like baby's white line.
In 2024, that poor actor is now seeking reparations.
Connor's now at 3 points. Mike is at 1. Doug at 0. Matt at -1.
I'd love you to pick a movie I know.
All right, I want you to pick a movie you know, Matt. And you're going to love at least one of these choices. Would you like a movie from 1930 or 1993 or 2015?
2015.
2015. This movie from 2015 is based on TV. It has at least one musician in the cast and at least one athlete in the cast. Mike already has a guess. Anybody else?
What year is it again?
2015.
Based on a television set? Like a CRT physically? That's confusing.
Mike, what do you think this movie is?
Okay, it's between two different movies in my head, but I'm gonna go with Baywatch.
It is not Baywatch.
All right.
For 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, Eric is shown taking X and another substance, and later is shown with the effects of the drug. Matt has a guess. Doug has a guess. Connor has a guess. Everybody but the pre-guess has a guess. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry to call on you.
20. Yeah. Is that where it is, man? Is this 21 Jump Street?
Doug, what do you think?
I was thinking Entourage, the movie.
Matt, what do you think?
I think this is 22 Jump Street.
This is not 21 Jump Street. It's not 22 Jump Street. This is Entourage.
Wow.
God.
I didn't even see that movie.
Nice.
Featuring, among
thought I
others,
had that one.
Kid Cudi and Ronda Rousey are in this movie.
21 Jump Street was my other guess. So I would have been wrong
I
no
thought
matter
it
what.
might be. Other
think of
clues
that
in
thing
that,
that
because
way.
we got it so early. Sex and nudity. Johnny is seen masturbating in TMZ footage for 7 to 8 seconds, but the image is pixelated for television broadcast. Violence and gore. Verbal threats, mostly coming from Ari. These are comical, though. Some are quite abrasive and insulting. Violence and gore. In a sequence of Vince's movie Hyde, we see a woman struck across the face with a billy club, with a stylized over-the-top spray of blood. Also, during the scene, there are crowd riots, Molotov cocktails thrown at a line of police, and other similar shots. And violence and gore. Turtle fights Ronda Rousey of UFC fame in the ring, and we see her kick him, flip him, and place him in an arm bar in which she tears his labium. No blood.
I'm gonna have to watch this movie now.
There's his labium?
Tears his labium. Yeah, you know where the labium is.
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna regret it.
That puts Doug in the lead with 5 points. Connor
Hey.
at 2, Mike at 0, Matt at -2. Mike, would you like a movie from 1956, 1996, or 2005?
96.
96. Always the second movie. All right, 1996. This movie's title is a complete sentence. It's about an animal, and it's rated PG. Mike has another guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Mike?
Fly Away Home?
It is not Fly Away Home. For 5 points under sex and nudity. The lady gets wet and messy in the cake with the fat man. Again, the lady gets wet and messy in the cake with the fat man.
Wow.
I feel like that's a giveaway.
Kind of is.
Feels like it should be, yeah.
For
You said this is a
points,
PG movie?
It's a PG rated movie. The lady getting wet and messy in the cake with the fat man. For 4 points under violence and gore. Slapstick and rough and tumble pummeling, including ear biting, silly karate, and kitchen pots to the head.
Oh. No, that's not a complete sentence. Never mind.
Connor,
no.
hold on. Doug, what do you think?
Was this the movie that gave us the lovely man Jackie Chan Rumble in the Bronx?
Connor, what do you think?
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Oh.
I will say that wasn't a good guess, Doug, because it fits none of the categories I gave you at the beginning. But it is not Three Ninjas Strike Back.
I just wanted people to remember Jackie Chan.
For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A monkey opens a bottle of champagne and drinks from the bottle. All right. Mike, what do you think?
Feel like an idiot for not guessing this earlier.
Hold on.
Oh.
Doug, what do you think?
It's going to cost me more points, but is this Dunstan checks in?
And Mike, what were you saying?
I was saying Dunstan checks in.
This movie is Dunstan Checks In.
Nice.
I talked myself out of it. I knew it at 4. And I talked myself out of it.
I was gonna say with the first clue, I thought maybe it was Under Siege, but the PG thing.
You haunt the theaters.
That's that man. Great time.
Also in this movie, a woman mistakes an orangutan for being her husband. Nope, I messed that up. It's worse. A woman mistakes an orangutan for being her handsome masseuse. She is turned on by some tushy slapping. The woman then grabs the masseur by the neck when he comes in and pulls him down to kiss her.
Oh my God.
PG. And frightening and intense scenes, Neil, a dog, jumps off the top of the hotel balcony when he senses Dunstan sitting on a ledge, but safely lands in a bin. Very comical.
I disappointed myself for not buzzing in at 4.
Doug still in the lead at 7, Mike at 2, Connor at 1, Matt at -2. We are speeding through this game. We only got 4 movies left, one more for each of you. But that means there's still 20 points on the board. This is anybody's game, Matt.
I feel like I'm on another planet. I haven't even heard of some of these. And everyone's like, of course it's Bobby Goes to the Dentist. I love that one. And I'm like, what? What are you people talking about?
Again, I
Wasn't
highly
that-
recommend, if you have not watched the episode that Matt hosted, movies Matt has seen. You can hear the 12 movies that Matt has seen.
I'm just hoping at least one of those is on that list. It's on the list tonight.
Connor,
There's one-
no, go ahead.
There's one movie I've wanted in all my. It's never come up. It's never come. You know what it is.
I have no
And
idea.
I'm
what
hoping it
is.
comes up tonight. Really? All right. We'll see. I'm gonna if it comes up, I'm gonna guess it. But
All
if
right.
it doesn't come up, I'll tell you what it is at the end of the episode.
I can't wait for it to not come up. Connor, would you like a movie from 1988, 1992, or 2015?
I guess let's do. I mean, I tend to do the middle one as well, but let's do 92.
Not gonna buck the trend. 1992, this movie has a titular character. There's also a pronoun in the title, and it won at least one Oscar.
Wait, what was the first one again?
It has a titular character. There's a pronoun in the title, and it won at least one Oscar.
92.
92.
A pronoun.
For 5 points under sex and nudity, a woman kisses a man while both knees are on a bed. It is very clear that this is an unmarried couple, and they have sexual relationships. Nothing is shown except for kissing.
Enter.
Oh,
Mike has a guess. Anybody else?
no, it's the 92.
92.
No.
Okay. For 4 points under violence and gore, a man randomly shoots a gun into the air in the woods to scare off noisy wildlife. Nobody is hurt, although a screech owl is comically prompted to move away from the door where the shooting came from.
That is funny.
Love seeing an owl fly away, especially a screech owl. They hate guns.
They're smart birds.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, a light I'm still reading this. A light flashes, implying a person being fried in the electric chair. Connor has a guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Connor?
I don't know about the year, but I think it fits. My Cousin Vinny.
Won one Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for Marissa Tomei. This is My Cousin Vinny.
Nice.
That's wild. My buddy was talking about this movie today. Wow. It's it's that screech owl. It's just so fucking funny.
The screech owl.
Matt, have you heard of My Cousin Vinny?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Legal
Is that
Eagles.
about Vinny or what?
You just watch it.
Yes,
Just watch it. It's just you just gotta watch it. It's fantastic.
It's a very good movie. Other
has a
clues.
Karate
Focused
Kid.
on
Yeah.
Herman Munster's a judge. I mean, what else?
Other clues: frightening and intense scenes. Some may find the scene where they showed the dead store clerk alarming. And violence and gore. The movie concerns two young men being tried for murder and the ensuing court case.
2 Utes.
To what?
2 Utes.
To what?
Utes.
Doug is at 7 points, Connor at 4, Mike at 2, Matt at -2. Doug, would you like a movie from 1973, 1983, or 2003?
Three's a Jeep.
Three's not cheap. I'm going to go 2003.
2003.
Because I wasn't drinking then, so I should remember.
You were drinking in 83.
Oh, no. Well, that's just because my dad gave me a beer.
This movie from 2003 is under 5 out of 10 on IMDb. It's written and directed by the same person, and there's at least one musician in the cast.
At least one musician.
It was 5 out of 10?
Under 5 out of 10.
Under 5 out of 10.
It's a bad movie. We got a lot of bad movies tonight.
Yeah, I'm tempted.
I mean, what the fuck? Let's go.
Do it. Do
Anybody else tempted?
I want to see him take the fall.
All right, Connor, you're going to take the fall. You're going to take the 5 points.
I'm going to take the fall. All right. I'm sure it is not this year. And, that's such a wide swath. But let's go with Kevin Smith's Jersey Girl.
It is not Jersey Girl.
I'm fucking done. I'm out of here.
For 5 points under violence and gore, violence isn't constant. Just a slit in the wrist and a shot in the head. For 4 points under sex and nudity, a woman and a man discuss sex explicitly while she does yoga in a revealing outfit. I see Connor thinking of something.
Oh, God.
Okay. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the characters seem to get angry and yell with no real resolution to them. Probably because of how poor the film is. Ridiculed with plot holes. You know the phrase ridiculed with plot holes.
I say that all the time.
One of my favorite Batman villains, the Ridiculer. Yeah, he's great.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, the scene where the man gets shot in the head is pretty disturbing, largely due to the fact that it's unexpected. It occurs late in the film, which up to that point has been fairly light and comical. All right. Mike, what do you think this movie is? Hold on. Matt, what do you think this movie is?
I'm scared, but I want to guess. Is it The Big Lebowski?
Mike, what do you think this movie is?
The Burn After Reading?
Both of you, how dare you pick great Coen Brothers movies to be under 5 on IMDb?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
I mean, Burn After Reading, great pull based on that clue, but...
Spoiler alert.
All right, for
Matt,
1 point under sex and nudity. I hope everybody get to your buzzers. We'll see.
I think I'm okay. I'm a little bit.
Connor, I do think that you were going to be mad. For 1 point under sex and nudity, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have sex with her on top. Again, the stars of Jersey Girl have sex with Jennifer Lopez. I said the wrong fucking one. This hilarious. Looks about as many hands as I thought would be raised. I'm just because you feel that way, I'm going to go to you last. Mike, what is this movie?
I feel like I should have caught up with Blank Check podcast this past week. Is it Geely?
Doug?
Considering we played it on a loop at a party once as a joke and had to pay a lead fee on it, that's how old I am. It's Geely.
And Connor.
Yeah, I was going back and forth whether it was Jersey Girl or Geely, and I went Jersey Girl early, so I'll say Geely.
This is at 2.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's
Giggly.
oh god, that's hilarious.
Matt, are you aware of Gigli?
I can't even understand the word that's being said.
That's
It's spelled jiggly.
It's fine. It's fine. It's exactly. I'd say Google it, but Google will screw it up.
Giglet.
Giggle it.
No, this is the movie.
With plot holes.
Uh-huh. This is the movie that features the wonderful Jennifer Lopez line. It's turkey time. Ben Affleck says what? She opens her legs and says gobble gobble.
There's some things you forget on purpose. Thank you for dredging up that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to somebody now.
I'm gonna have to watch this movie.
Written and directed by the guy who directed Beverly Hills Cop and Midnight Run, Martin Brest.
Yep.
That puts Doug at 8, Connor at 4, Mike at 2, Matt at -3. 2 movies remain. And Matt, I think you're going to pick one that you like this time. I think you know all 3 of these movies, and it's just a layup for you here.
All right.
Matt, would you like a movie from 1988, 1995, or 2001?
Let's do 88.
88. This movie from 1988 has a place in the title. It's rated PG, and one of the stars has a writing credit.
You just described all of the 80s, but okay.
Can I take a stab?
What do you think?
Jewel of the Nile.
It is not Jewel of the Nile.
Sorry, Geely of the Nile. All right.
Also, there is something going wrong with my sheet, I think. Because I know this movie is on here, and it is not coming up.
Oh, is this the one you're...
I'm not going to take the point away because it's not coming up. I don't know what's going on with these. My whole system is not connecting right tonight. So, Matt, I'm so sorry that you didn't get to guess your favorite movie. Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you... you know what? I'm going to give you another 88 if you want a different 88.
Sure.
I'm fine to take that knock, by the way. I went for it. That's okay.
No, I won't. We're not doing the movie.
Okay, good. All good.
So this movie, we're back to bad movies. It's under 5 out of 10 on IMDb. There's a pronoun in the title, and there's at least one child protagonist.
No.
All right. This is going to be an unhelpful clue because I think I know what 3 of these words are supposed to be, but they censored it out for eyes. For 5 points under profanity, a man says M***** K B***TT F*** RT and capital BIR **D** Y.
How dare.
So I think
what?
somebody says butt, fart, birthday, and I have no idea what MK is.
Hold on, I'm just saying.
Motherfuck?
Hold on. Maybe.
Not enough stars in theirs.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. What?
So let's skip over that clue and go for 4 points in violence and gore. At the end of the movie, there is a massive gunfight, resulting in a gigantic explosion, killing the main character.
88.
88.
88.
There's
Yeah,
you said there's a pronoun in the title, right?
Uh-huh. There sure is.
And there's a kid protagonist.
Kid protagonist and rated PG. Let me read to you the 3-point clue under violence and gore. Eric gets quote unquote accidentally shot by the police, but the scene was cut from the finished film, although it's still present on the Japanese Laserdisc.
What was the name?
Eric gets accidentally shot by the police.
Eric. Bad movie, 88.
I do feel like this next clue will give it away to at least one of you. For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, a boy in a wheelchair rolls down a hill, falls off a cliff, and lands in a lake. He appears to be okay afterwards, but this could still frighten some viewers. There's also an eerie buildup of the boy rolling near to the brow of the hill. It was the whistling that intrigued him, leading to the loss of control when he started to lean forward and gravity took over. Mike, go ahead.
Is it Ant-Man? No, Mac and Me?
Connor?
That was yeah, I believe it's Mac and Me.
Matt?
I got it.
Doug?
It's Mac and Me.
Everybody's favorite Paul Rudd movie. This is Mac and Me. Yes, the child in a wheelchair gets shot and killed by the police at the end of the movie, but the aliens bring him back.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes,
okay, I have to watch this movie now.
I had it on VHS.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
It's a wild movie. It's one of those bad movies that it's like, oh no, this is worth watching.
Over 20 years or so, whenever Paul Rudd came on Conan O'Brien, he goes, yeah, I'm going to plug the movie that I'm in. It would just show that scene over and over and over.
Last clue under frightening and intense scenes, the appearance of the titular alien and his family might frighten young children on the first viewing and each subsequent viewing.
Well into their 30s.
Not a single mention of their primary backer, McDonald's.
Hence Mac.
Yep.
And me.
And me. Both of us are at McDonald's.
That movie made me hungry for some reason.
Was it the dance scene at the McDonald's where Mac is in a stuffed teddy bear, which is a costume that looks like a child dancing around in it, even though his limb proportions do not do that?
Yes, it is. Oh my God. You're just making me... It's making me relive bad movies, guys.
It's such a fun movie. If you don't want to, what was it? Mystery Science Theater, the newest one, on Netflix, did this one.
Oh.
Riff Track. No, Mystery Science Theater did it.
Oh, the new MST.
Yeah, the Jonah Ray one.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's how I'll watch it then. Yeah.
That's about right.
Fair.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm so happy you got points on there. Unfortunately, everybody got those same points, so all the scores stay relatively the same. Doug at 10, Connor at 6, Mike at 4, Matt at -1. You still have a chance to tie Mike if you get this on the first clue, Matt.
I just want to be in the positives.
I'm rooting for Matt now.
Mike, would you like a movie from 1955, 1989, or 2015?
89.
89. All right, last movie of the night from 1989. This is a 2-word title. It is an action movie, and it is a rotten movie on Rotten Tomatoes that I think is great.
Ooh, okay. Now I'm intrigued.
That's a theme show that I really wish I did more than once. All right, Connor.
It's not, but Tequila Sunrise.
It is not Tequila Sunrise.
Told you, yeah, I know.
All right. 1989. For 5 points under sex and nudity, there are 2 scenes which show pubic hair. One female, somewhat challenging to notice, and the other male. A focal point of the conversation, hard to miss.
Why did they put the qualifier about the female? That is weird to me.
They found it very challenging to see the pubic hair of this female. They tried their damnedest, but it was difficult.
No.
For 4 points under violence and gore, the main villain is shot multiple times with a shotgun. Each time he gets shot, extremely bloody bullet wounds appear. Blood appears all over his body. Okay. Judging by this group, I think this is the last clue I'm going to read, but we'll see if I'm right. For 3 points under sex and nudity, Doc, seen in bed after sex with Dalton, briefly see her bare breasts. She gets out of bed and her bare butt is seen as she goes to sit outdoors with Dalton.
I'm going to be so mad when I hear this.
Okay, Connor. Say the line.
Yep. I
Roadhouse. I don't know.
44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
It is an injustice. This
it
is
is truly an
Roadhouse.
injustice.
Fuck that.
Pain
Actually-
don't hurt.
Yeah.
I actually just saw the remake.
I can't with the remake because nothing about it looks fun.
You're not wrong.
Roadhouse is great because it's such a fun movie.
Oh, it doesn't try to be anything more than it is, and I love it.
Matt, first look up Roadhouse and then go watch it. You're going to enjoy it.
The original.
Yeah, don't watch the Jake Gyllenhaal version.
I'm not gonna watch anything.
You are. You're gonna watch
Continue.
Roadhouse. You're gonna watch Mac and Me. You're gonna watch My Cousin Vinny, and you're gonna watch the Entourage movie.
I'm gonna continue not watching any movies, especially now that this show is ending.
The last clues in this: violence and gore. One fight scene where a man rips a chunk of another man's throat out.
Oh,
And
wow.
alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The movie is about a bouncer, so of course there will be drinking throughout.
You'd be a bouncer at a dry bar.
Just a real rowdy dry bar. That means our final scores for the night. Matt at -1. Mike at 4. Connor at 8. But at 10 points, our winner tonight and moving forward to the semifinals, Doug Fitzgerald.
Guys, it only took to the end, but I made it.
I will say, though, Connor, stand by. I feel like 8's going to be high enough to also get you in there.
Okay.
Mike, I believe you got the same score as Lloyd.
That is an honor. That should be an achievement unlocked.
This was so much fun. Thank you all for doing this and for putting up with whatever system issues my things aren't working tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here. You're all just great people, and I really appreciate you taking the time to do this stupid show as much as you all have done.
Hey, Nick.
Well, you know what?
What's
With
up?
all these technical issues.
Yeah, man. I thank you for putting so much hard work into it. It's crazy the amount of work you put in behind this, slot of time once or twice a week for the last 3 years. It's crazy how much you've done. And
Yep.
it's been great coming in and meeting all these wonderful people and having a good time. So thanks for having me.
Well,
you guys are
thank
all
you,
up.
Connor. Connor, you are a great person. Before we go, if there's anything anybody wants to promote, anywhere they want to be found, or just anything you want to end the show with, Connor, I will go to you first just to say thank you for all of that. I've only met you through this show. I haven't met you in real life yet. I owe you at least 3 or 4 beers at this point. You have been an absolute delight on this show. Like I said, I'm
Thanks,
so happy every time you're on. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Now, everyone, just take several deep breaths over the next few months and keep smiling and be good to everyone as you can. It's fucking nuts. So, hey, you guys are all wonderful. Thank you.
Matt Shore, the only person I believe with no wins who's ever hosted this show, and hosted it honestly better than I have most of the time. You came with music. It was the one time that this show felt produced. And like, I appreciate you being on here. I know that it was only a few times, but I appreciate you being on here knowing that you are not good at this game. You earlier, I believe your first episode, you gave me one of my favorite moments of this show in the 230 episodes or so we've done, where we were on the last clue, and it's something like a bunch of people get attacked by tomatoes, and Matt guessed VeggieTales. No. I say it all in love, Matt. You are a great comedian, a great friend. I'm so happy you did this show. Is there anything you want to tell people before we go?
Oh, well, that's all very nice, and I wanna echo what Connor was saying. You put in so much work to this show. I hosted it once, and I was like, oh my God, just the amount of time it takes to like find a movie, and then if the clues are good, or if there's like a hierarchy of clues that makes sense, or if it just says pretty good, bad, worse, and it just knocks movies off your list.
Thank you. It's the autism.
Well, we all appreciate it.
But no, thank you for saying that. That's
and this show is always a delight, even though I'm bad at it. It's fun to come on and be frustrated with my friends for a little while, so that's always a good time. But if anyone out there would like to see me be good at things, you can find your boy on the social medias at Matt Shore with an underscore afterwards. I always put my live shows on there, and reels and TikToks and all that stuff. And then if you are a college student, or you know a college student, or if you work at a company and you're bored, hit up your boy to do musical comedy at your job or school. I will come do it. I have a fancy agent, and he will make your company give me money, and it will be awesome. But yes, again, thank you for having me. Such a great time. I'm very excited to see what your next venture is after.
I mean, whatever comes next, of course, you're getting a phone call or a DM or something. Probably a DM. I don't think I have your phone number.
You will never have my phone
number. I'll also promote Matt. If you go to any of his socials, especially TikTok, Matt is as good as TikTok as he is not good at this game.
The nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Let's talk to somebody who, again, I cannot believe it's been more than 100 episodes. The fact that you've been busy is great for you. You deserve any sort of good busyness. Mike Giordano, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, after all the problems with this episode, I think I'm never doing this show again. That's what
you're not invited back.
Oh, great. Yeah, I have been busy. I've been doing improv comedy over at Union Comedy in Somerville. You can catch me most Saturday nights or Friday nights there with the team Clyde. Highly recommend it. You can find show information at Union Comedy on Instagram or unioncomedy.com. Also, you can see me in hell tomorrow at the Arts at the Armory in Somerville, doing a character bit at New Faces in Hell tomorrow at 8. I think you can find stuff on New Faces in Hell, something or other, Instagram, or just Eventbrite, probably.
Hell yeah. Go see Mike make them up.
Yeah.
Make them up Mikes. That's what we call you.
You'll see what happens to a brain when a child is raised on Baby's Day Out over and over again for every day for a year.
Thank you for saving me from proving why I don't do improv. Finally, our winner tonight. Long time coming. Again, I cannot believe that it's been as long as it has been. I'm so happy I'm going to get to see you at least one more time. Doug Fitzgerald, is there anything you want to say before we go?
I want to say thank you to all your hard work, Nick. Now you can finally, once the semifinal's over and I retire as champ, you can finally get that much needed lineup and haircut you've been wanted for the past like 4 years.
I will not shave or cut my hair until I get paid for this show.
Oh,
you hear that, BetterHelp? There's still like 5 episodes you can sponsor. I'll tell people to get your shitty therapy.
Hey, Nick.
Yep.
What?
Connor, don't do what you're about to do. I just kind of saw that. Connor,
I just paid you for this show, Nick.
Connor, absolutely not.
$5,000.
Absolutely not.
Let the Clippers fly.
Connor,
you've been tipped out. You've been paid for this show.
You know what that means, Connor?
Nope.
The winner is going to get $150.
Perfect. What he did?
How I have to
$300 right there, by the way.
What was that? Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Connor, you absolute sweetheart. I don't understand why you do what you do, but
fuck the
I will not. I never take any of the money first. The money goes to the people who play the game. So thank you, Connor, for contributing to the winning fund of this game.
You got it, brother.
Thanks, Connor.
Look at you, Dougie.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Thank you all so much. You are wonderful people. Once again, Conor Shanahan, Doug Fitzgerald, Mike Giordano, Matt Shore. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook if you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video. That's where you can keep up with the tournament as well as get any sort of other promotions from any other comics, because I'm not going to close the Facebook group. It's a fun community, if I do say so myself. Also, Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game if you want to go on 2 places that I do not update enough or ever. If you are watching this before August 5th and you are dying to be on this show before it ends, you are almost out of opportunities. But I will fit you on if you reach out to me before then. I want to make sure everybody has a chance to compliment me before the show ends. I feel so uncomfortable with that. Other than that, we will be back with Game 8 of this tournament next Monday night, the 22nd of July. That show's going to include Nick Tatro and Robbie Fox, among others. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, do YouTuber stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, everybody.